Thanks to the media for being here in every single camera, because this is obviously a very important matter, okay? So thank you to, of course, all of you as well. I would also like to introduce you just very quickly, although he's very busy right now, to our MC. I will not be emceeing this. George Iceman will be emceeing. And I'd also like to thank all the speakers and the musicians who will be here today. We have a great list of speakers and musicians. Now, let me explain. That the rally is being organized, this rally is being organized free of any organizational interference, including by political parties. This is completely an independent grassroots movement, okay? It is an independent grassroots group of concerned citizens seeking justice for their democracy. The chief reason for the demonstration stems from a growing amount of evidence, as divulged by Elections Canada, of harassing and often misleading automated phone calls having been made to constituents in two-thirds of Canadian ridings. That's a clear majority of ridings that were affected. Shame. 6 million phone calls were made by Conservatives during the election. Meanwhile, at least 700 allegations of misleading phone calls have been revealed. More than 31,000 complaints of harassment were alleged as well. Companies Rack9 and RMG, who are working exclusively for the Conservatives, have been implicated in most of the phone calls in question. This is election fraud. And this is the context under which the Conservatives' 12-seat majority was won. This is the context under which their majority was won. And by just less than 7,000 votes to boot. It is highly plausible then to suspect that the election outcome may have been completely different had the fraudulently misleading and voter suppressive phone calls not taken place. Meanwhile, Elections Canada was only permitted to present its findings regarding the matter to Parliament the same day as the attention-dominating budget. This was orchestrated on purpose. Boo. What's more is that with the March 29th budget reducing funding to Elections Canada, it will be even more difficult for the agency to investigate any such election crimes. Therefore, a completely independent investigation, such as a royal commission, free of political interference or control, must occur either immediately or within a reasonable amount of time, which I suggest is 3 months, within 3 months of March 29th. As citizens, we demand this. Do we demand this? It is the ultimate right of Canadian citizens to expect their government to be accountable to them, especially when the area of concern itself relates specifically to the protection of our constitutionally free and democratic society. By having won their majority mandate under the auspice of a tainted and fraudulently won election, the current government's victory cannot and should not be considered legitimate, and nor should the laws that they attempt to pass be considered so legitimate. They should not be considered legitimate until a new election occurs free from scandal. As such, a new election, completely free of fraudulent election tricks and anti-democratic practices, must be engaged as soon as possible. Prior to this, Parliament must first be suspended since the legitimate governing authority has not been properly determined. If there was ever a time to prorogue Parliament, it is now. want you to all repeat after me. Send a message. This will be more powerful than a petition. Repeat after me. In other words, mic check.
Mic check.
We citizens of Canada.
We citizens of Canada.
Are calling on the Queen's representative in Canada.
Are calling on the Queen's representative of Canada.
His Excellency the Right Honourable Governor General. David Johnston to immediately comply.
David Johnston to immediately comply.
With the following 3 orders.
With the following 3 orders.
Which are constitutionally provided.
Which are constitutionally provided.
In the Constitution Act of 1982.
In the Constitution Act of 1982.
And all laws following it.
And all laws following it.
1. We order an immediate suspension of Parliament.
We order an immediate suspension of Parliament.
And a new untainted election.
And a new untainted election.
Completely free of fraud and voter suppression.
Completely free of fraud and voter suppression.
As well as the complete cessation of the passage of new bills.
As well as the complete cessation of passage of new bills.
Louder, please. The second order.
Second order.
A completely open and independent royal commission.
A completely open and royal independent commission.
Absolutely free of political interference and involvement.
Absolutely free from political interference and involvement.
Beginning within a reasonable amount of time.
Beginning within a reasonable amount of time.
No more than 3 months.
No.
From the date of Elections Canada's address. To Parliament on March 29th.
To Parliament on March 29th.
As well as a criminal investigation.
As well as a criminal investigation.
Up to and including the Prime Minister's office.
Up to and including the Prime Minister's office.
The third order by citizens of Canada.
The third order by citizens of Canada.
Complete accountability.
Complete accountability.
Including the involvement of jail time.
Including the involvement of jail time.
And the application of justice in upholding the Constitution of Canada 1982. Application of justice in upholding the Constitution of Canada 1982. And all the democratic rights prescribed therein.
And all the democratic rights there prescribed therein.
End of mic check. Thank you, everybody. You did a great job. Our democracy was hijacked in 2011. This is a fact. The cost associated with a new election, the financial cost associated with a new election will simply be the cost of justice. We operate courts and prisons for the sake of justice, do we not? We are willing to pay for these expenses to ensure we have a democratic justice system, do we not? So we should be willing and eager to pay for the extra costs associated with earning justice for our stolen democracy. Anyway, what do we want? A new election. When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
A new election!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
A new election!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you all. I love you all. All right. All right. We're going to do... Where is Emily Devlin? Everybody, I'd like to first welcome you and introduce you to Emily Devlin. She is a great singer who came in all the way from Innisfil, Ontario to sing Oh Canada. Okay? Allez, français, je suis désolé que c'est seulement en anglais. C'est rendition de Au Canada, mais c'est seulement parce qu'elle sait comment le chanter en anglais, okay? Je suis désolé. C'est seulement en anglais. It's only in English, sorry guys, but she's going to do a fantastic job. Everybody, give her the boost of confidence she needs.
true.